Audi's Q3 is part of the ever-booming subcompact luxury crossover class here in the United States. While it's their smallest and cheapest crossover that Audi offers, the Q3 has many qualities of an Audi just in a smaller package. So let's go ahead and check out and take a closer look at this 2017 Audi Q3. Now the Q3 is actually relatively new here for us in the United States, and it started selling in the 2015 model year, but years before that the Q3 was actually already selling in global markets, especially in Europe. Now I love the styling of the Q3 here. It almost looks like a baby Q5, and I love the headlights of the vehicle, and the trapezoidal front grille certainly gives it much more road presence. And then you also do have really sleek styling in the rear with the LED taillights. I love the styling of the Q3. And then not much has changed for the 2017 model year for the Q3, except for that there is the addition of a new premium base trim level. Ours also has the S-Line exterior styling package, and then you also do get these really nice looking 18-inch alloy wheels. Now this color is known as the Utopia Blue Metallic, and you also do have smart key access on all four doors of the vehicle. And you also do have the rock gray leather interior. Power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar. Now stepping on inside of the Q3 here, the first thing you'll notice is that this interior is pretty opulent and luxurious and pretty high quality looking too. Fairly stylish. But it also feels a little snug inside of here. You do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. You have a full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission. You also do have manual shiftability. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. And you also do have front parking sensors as well as rear parking sensors. And then your electronic parking brake is also located right here. Let's go and turn on the headlights. Let's go and check out the exterior of the vehicle. Automatic driver's side window. Just going to pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators integrated onto the mirrors. Love the S-Line package that we do get here. It comes with these 18-inch alloy wheels. Coming up front, you will find LED headlights with LED turn signal indicators. And you also do have front parking sensors. Powering the Q3 here is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that produces 200 horsepower at 5,100 RPM and 207 pound-feet of torque at 1,700 RPM, with the EPA estimates being a pretty disappointing 20 in the city and 28 on the highway. Now the Q5 actually has a little more power, and it earns about the same fuel efficiency numbers as this Q3 here, but that is a much bigger vehicle than the Q3. And your 6-speed automatic transmission, that's your only gearbox available, and you can go with front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Now, competitors of the Q3, you're looking at vehicles in the subcompact luxury crossover class. This includes the likes of the Mercedes-Benz GLA as well as the BMW X1. You also do have roof rails on top, and you can get crossbars as an accessory. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, love the LED taillights, and you also do have these really good-looking LED turn signal indicators. Kind of remind me of the new A4 a little bit. And then you have a rear window wiper with a rear window froster and an LED third brake light. You have all of your basic power necessities, power windows, mirrors, and your power door locks are located right here. Now, interior quality in the Q3 is actually quite impressive. I will say that it is much better than the Mercedes GLA. And you'll find nice soft touch materials. They abound everywhere inside of the Q3 here. And even on the dashboard, it's a nice softly padded material. But for $43,000, you would expect soft touch materials inside of here. But build quality is excellent. No panel gaps or anything of that nature. And the trim pieces don't creak, which is nice. Overall, the Q3 has a pretty impressive interior when it comes to its quality and its build quality and materials. Coming to the steering wheel design, the steering wheel design is okay, not my favorite from Audi, but over here we do have your controls for the driver information center, and then you also do have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, voice recognition, and your controls for your navigation too. Up here you have your auto dimming rearview mirror with an integrated compass, and you also do have your panoramic sunroof. You can open up your shade too, of course. Gives the cabin a much more open, airy feel. And then what's pretty interesting is you have garage home link located on the side right here. I've never seen that on a vehicle. And then we also do have LED map lights. Coming to the climate controls, they're kind of far from the driver's reach, I have to say, and the buttons are pretty small. And this also feels kind of cheap too. I wish they went with traditional knobs. But you do have dual zone automatic climate control, and you also do have your different zones, fan speeds. Then you also do have 3-stage heated front seats for the driver and the front passenger. Dual cup holders, 12-volt power outlet, USB charging port, and your center console storage. And you have your port for your music interface. Right here you'll also find your traction control off, parking sensors, and your downhill descent control. As far as visibility goes in the Q3, it's okay. The A-pillars are pretty thin. You also do have blind spot detection right here. And then seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy, but when you get to rearward visibility, it's pretty hard to see out of this vehicle due to the pretty big C-pillar. And then the rear window back there is really small. Seating comfort in the Q3 is okay. Provides a pretty good amount of support, especially thigh support, and the seats are pretty plush too. Coming to the gauges and the instrument cluster, pretty traditional looking setup here, but we do have your tachometer on the left and your coolant temperature, and on the right you have your fuel gauge and speedometer. In the center you'll find your driver information display, which will display all your vehicle information. Shows you your digital clock, and then your fuel range, and then what gear you're in. You have an onboard computer, efficiency program, your digital speedometer, so your car functions. Then you also do have your audio. You could change your audio source from here, change the radio station, your phone, and then your direction of travel. Shows you if you're off-road or not too. Then you have your exterior temperature readout. Now let's get to the main head unit in the infotainment system here. This is the Audi MMI interface, and this is the main menu here. It's all controlled by these buttons and these knobs down here. And usually Audi puts them down right here near the center console, but they put them up on the dashboard in the Q3. Not a pretty big fan of it. It's a little far within the driver's reach. And many German vehicles don't put their controls on the dashboard. But this is your main menu here, and you have your car. You could change your vehicle settings. As you could see, you have your exterior lighting, interior lighting, central locking. Then you also do have your driver assistance, like your speed warning, parking aid, and your Audi side assist, which is your blind spot detection. Then you have your servicing and checks, and then you have an owner's manual that you can access from here too. Let's get back to the main menu. You have your telephone that you can hook up your Bluetooth phone and have all of your contacts stored on here. Then you have info, shows you traffic incidents, all that good stuff. Your navigation system, you can enter in your destination by voice if you would like. Or you do have live traffic, and then shows you all your points of interest. And you can enter your destination by the points of interest if you would like. But the map quality is pretty good. It's just a little scrunchy and a little small on this tiny screen here. Just wish it was bigger. And then you have your media right here. You could change your media source from Bluetooth streaming audio to your USB port and your auxiliary input. Radio, AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, and then you have your tone for your bass, and then you have your Bose premium sound system, treble, and your balance and fader. And then we also do have your Audi Connect too. Then you have your setup for your MMI interface too, and then you could change many different settings like the display and the brightness, and then you could change the time if you would like. But everything's controlled by these buttons. Overall, love the Audi MMI interface. I just wish it was their newer system and they had a bigger screen here, but the layout is pretty nice. As far as driving the Q3 goes, the Q3 is a pretty good driving vehicle overall. It's very smooth and comfortable and quiet at highway speeds, and it feels pretty precise around corners and pretty nimble too. However, the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder certainly provides pretty disappointing fuel economy. Pretty much provides the same fuel efficiency numbers as the Audi Q5, which is a bigger vehicle. But the power from the turbocharged 4-cylinder is also adequate. There's really no need for more power here, but I think that Audi should offer a much more powerful optional powertrain for the Q3. But the turbocharged 4-cylinder certainly provides enough power, just the fuel efficiency isn't all that great. But the 6-speed automatic transmission does shift pretty smoothly, which is nice. Overall, driving the Q3, it's a pretty pleasant driving experience. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Interior quality does follow through in the rear. Now, sitting back here in the Q3, unsurprisingly, it's pretty tight back here. I mean, this is a pretty small crossover, what can you expect? But you do have dual map pockets and rear air vents. And then you also do have a rear center armrest with a storage compartment and dual cup holders, which is nice. And then you also do have LED map lights back here as well. Love the panoramic sunroof, and then rear adjustable headrest. The seats back here are also pretty comfortable. They're actually more comfortable than the Q5s, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. But legroom, it can be pretty tight back here if you're a taller adult, and headroom is also a little tight back here too. But I will say that it is better than the Mercedes-Benz GLA, but the BMW X1 certainly has a much more room for its rear seat occupants. And then you also do have a 12-volt power outlet right there, which is nice. All right. Power tailgate. You also do have a cargo cover, and the rear seats do fold down, 60-40 split. It's an okay amount of cargo space, but BMW X1 certainly has a lot more. So with its sleek exterior styling, its pleasant driving experience, and its comfortable and luxurious interior, the 2017 Audi Q3 is a solid choice for a subcompact luxury crossover. Just be sure to check out the BMW X1 if you're looking for more interior space. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.